So hey everyone, so this is our AWS console and we want to launch an EC2 instance. Before creating any resource, I would like to select my desired region, AWS region. Since I'm in India, so I have selected this Mumbai region which is nearest to me. So I don't want to create my EC2 instance in some region which is very far away from me because that will give me the high latency issue, right? So it's good to choose the nearest region. So Mumbai is very near to me, so I selected Mumbai region. Great. So to navigate to the EC2 dashboard, there are a couple of options. Either you can go to this service icon and look for all services, and there you can look for EC2, or you can directly search for it in the search bar. Or if you have previously visited in EC2 dashboard, then you can see it over there also. So let's head into EC2 dashboard, and here we are. So a lot of stuff you can see here, and don't get overwhelmed by this because we'll cover every bit of it in the upcoming videos. For now, we just want to launch our EC2 instance as quickly as possible. So for that, you just click on this launch instance icon, and here AWS asks you a couple of details for launching your instance. First is what name should you give your EC2 instance, and let's say it is my instance. It asks you to specify Amazon machine image. So Amazon machine image is a separate topic which we'll talk about it in detail in later sections. But for now you can understand that in this Amazon machine image we specify the operating system that we want to use in our EC2 machine. So there are a couple of options: Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. Actually, there are thousands of applications and OS images that we can select from their catalog. And it also includes those pre-installed applications that an operating system come up with. And here you can, if let's say I'm selecting this Amazon Linux AWS as my operating system, and here I can choose different version of this OS, and I would recommend you to choose only those which have this free tier eligible label. Otherwise you will be charged for using any other version, right? And here I can choose the architecture of my operating system, that may be Intel based or ARM based architecture. And after that I have to specify the type of my instance. So in the previous video we have talked about uh, 5 major categories where we had general purpose instances, memory optimized instances, compute optimized instances, accelerated computing optimized instances, and those storage optimized instances, right? So depending upon your use case, you can uh, select those types of EC2 instance. But how to get that specific name of your instance that falls in your use case category? For that, you can head into this link over there, and you can search for it on Google, types of EC2 instances. So the first link will land you here. So let's say I want to run very high end video game on my EC2 instance, and for that I require a graphic card and high computing uh, CPUs, right? And that fulfills my need in this category, accelerated computing. So I can head over here, and here it shows me different types of EC2 instances which falls in this accelerated computing category. So if I select this P4, in this I have first instance P4D.24x large, where we have 8 CPUs, 8 GPUs, 96 CPUs, and other specs which it come up with. So from here I can note the name of this EC2 instance. And then I can look for this EC2 instance in the available list of EC2 instance. So let's search for P4. So P4 is not available in this region. So in this Mumbai region, we are in Mumbai region, and Mumbai region P4 is not available. Let's look for some other instance if we can find it. Let's see if this M6A is present or not. Yeah, so M6A is present. So I can, if you think that M6A large is these specs are enough for you to run your high-end video games, then you can select this M6A large for your use case. But you can see that only this T2.micro has this free tier eligible. Rest of them don't have this label. So you should select for, in this video I will select T2.micro only because choosing another instance may charge me. So let's stick with T2.micro only. And in the next section we have key pair login. So key pair login, in this section we create a file which has a secret key that we require later to connect to our EC2 instance through our personal computer's terminal, right? So we will talk about it key pair login later when we see the tutorial of how to connect to your EC2 instance. So for now, just create a new key pair. You can give any name to it. Let's say my key, and what this RSA and .pm.ppk. We'll talk about it later in detail, but normally we would like to create a .pm file, and when I create this pm file, it will download a key for me, right? And this key is secret key which only I have. Even AWS won't store this key. And later, if I want to connect to this EC2 instance from my own laptop's terminal, my personal computer's terminal, I will use this key to connect to my EC2 instance. We will see it later. And I have specified that this EC2 instance can be connected by this my key. Great. And here we have some network settings. For network settings also we'll talk about it later in detail. For now you can skip all these settings. Here we can specify the storage that we want in our EC2 instance. Up to 30 GB is free for us, and we'll not covering advanced details in this section. Here you can see summary of your launched instance, how many instances you want to create, how many copies you want of this particular instance, which AMI you have selected, and which type of instance you have selected, and this firewall's security group, which falls in network settings, that we'll talk about it later, and how much storage you want. So let's launch an instance. So now you have one EC2 instance available at AWS data centers, and you can head over in EC2 dashboard and you can click over this EC2 running, and if you reload, you'll see in some time that your EC2 instance is created, and it is in a running state, and some checks are being played on it on this EC2, which will take some time. And now you have created your first EC2 instance. It is recommended to delete your EC2 instance if you are not using it and you don't get your EC2 instance get built. So to delete your EC2 instance, make sure it is selected here. So you can toggle this switch to select your EC2 instance, and then go to this instant state. Either you can stop this particular instance or completely destroy it so that it can't be used again. So I am here terminating it so that I will completely destroy it. So now if I reload, I don't have any instance running, and I have deleted that instance